Okay, boys, the regular season is in the books, and the playoffs have officially arrived.
This is what we've all been waiting for.
When will it be my turn to fuck Joy Taylor?
Sleepy Joe after me and Creepy Clinton are done with her.
Stay on topic, boys. We have a lot to go over. Let's quickly recap Week 18. Shout out to Tyler for helping us keep our records this season. Joe finished last week 9-7 and is in fifth with an overall record of 156 wins and 116 losses. George is in fourth as he finished last week 9-7 and has an overall record of 157 wins and 115 losses. I went 13-3. Donald went 9-7. And Bill went 7-9, and this means that there is now a three-way tie for first place as we all finished the regular season with an overall record of 172 wins and 100 losses.
Stop the count. It's over. I won. I am officially the champion of the regular season.
Actually, Donald, I would argue I should be declared the winner since I had the best record in Week 18, and that would be the natural tiebreaker.
Well, actually, I believe I should be the winner because my dick is big.
Well, it looks like that makes me the winner.
So who's going to be the winner since you all have strong arguments for it?
Honestly, I feel that to be fair, we should call it a three-way tie for first place and just extend everything into the playoffs. Meaning we won't have a separate playoff record this year, and the playoff games will just count toward our final record, and that way we can decide a winner.
No, this shit is rigged. Everyone knows I won since I am the greatest there ever was and win at everything all the time.
Donald, stop complaining. This is the fairest way to do it, since there's no other way to determine the legitimate winner.
Just shut the fuck up, Obama, and let's get into the predictions so I can beat all of your asses and take my throne back.
Before we do that, a quick word from today's sponsor. Are you tired of the same old betting platforms? It's time for you to make the switch to BetAnySports.eu, where every bet feels like a win.
Here's why BetAnySports.eu is your best choice. With their 25% cash bonus, plus an extra 5% when you use the link below, you can claim up to $600 in cash to play on sports, casino, lottery, and horse racing.
The best part, the rollover is just 6x, and you can cash out your winnings the same day, even if you haven't completed the rollover. Bet, win, and withdraw with ease.
And the live betting, it's incredible. Stream games directly on the platform and dive into their ultimate lines for real-time action.
Don't forget about their less juice feature. Why pay full price when you can bet smarter with discounted lines?
Sign up now using the link in the description. Bet smarter, win bigger only at BetAnySports.eu. To kick off the playoffs, we got the Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Houston Texans.
The Texans playing at 4:30 on a Saturday is a tradition like no other.
They low-key do Texans dirty by having them always play at this time slot.
It's because nobody gives a fuck about them.
Donald, don't you dare ever disrespect the Texans or the great state of Texas.
Bush, it's too early for all the glazing.
This should be a fun game. These two teams are pretty evenly matched.
I heard Quentin Johnson was in Times Square for New Year's Eve since he loves dropping balls.
Joe, you know he's coming off one of the best games of his career, right?
Obama, nobody gives a fuck.
Let's keep it a buck. The Texans will beat the shit out of the Chargers. Texans are better every which way and will win by pure domination.
Texans are stupidly overrated this season, and they will be exposed by the Chargers. Plus, Stroud sucks and has nobody to throw to.
Stroud may have not had the best season, but the playoffs are a whole different beast. He will play great and Nico Collins will eat.
Nico Collins will have the same amount of receiving yards as Chris Paul has rings.
You're a dumb ass, Joe.
This is a football video why Chris Paul catching strays.
Chargers win this. Easiest game of the weekend to predict.
I agree with you, Joe. I also have the Chargers winning this. The Chargers have looked a lot better than the Texans and should dominate. Texans have been squeezing by while Chargers have looked great to end the season. They will run the ball effectively and win.
Chargers will not be able to move the ball on that rock-solid Texas D.
The Texans are better than people are giving them credit for, but the difference maker in this game will be Jim Harbaugh. He has turned this Chargers franchise around and has a proven track record playoff success. He will be the X factor and will coach a perfect game. The Chargers will win this.
Donald, you will regret that pick.
Bush, shut your mouth. I know more ball than you.
The age of consent is lower in Texas than it is in California. I got the Texans winning this.
Okay, so Donald, Joe, and I got the Chargers while George and Bill got the Texans. Next, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Baltimore Ravens.
The Ravens beat Steelers' asses less than a month ago, and the exact same thing will happen here.
It also doesn't help that the Steelers are going into the playoffs on a 4-game losing streak.
The crash-out King George Pickens will single-handedly carry the Steelers.
George Pickens ain't doing shit against the Ravens. I got better hands than him.
This Ravens D isn't what it was last year.
George Pickens is a bum who has CTE and needs anger management. He finna be doing cardio against the Ravens.
Steelers are just a huge mess right now.
After Russell Wilson replaced Justin Fields, he was balling, but now Bro Loki fell off.
Mr. Unlimited will be quite limited against the Ravens.
The Ravens should win this pretty easily. They are without a doubt better on offense as they can kill you through the air or on the ground. I'm concerned about Ravens D a bit, but with the way the Steelers have been playing, I'm not too worried.
Zay Flowers being on the couch, that's a huge loss for Baltimore.
Sleepy Joe Ravens have more than enough weapons. They don't need him anyway.
Lamar has been balling and also has a chance to avenge all his playoff demons this year. He will go off.
Lamar is a running back.
Sleepy Joe, the beef is over ever since you started saying that he shut you up for 2 seasons now.
It's the playoffs, he will shit the bed like always.
Bro is a certified hater.
The Ravens will beat the Steelers, and the Ravens D will feast against Mr. Limited.
The Ravens will beat the Steelers harder than I beat the pussy.
Ravens are the better team, and they will win this. Not much has to be said.
Osama bin Tomlin is a threat to national security, and he must be stopped. I got the Ravens winning this.
The Steelers will expose the Ravens like they always do, and the running back will choke in the playoffs yet again.
Sleepy Joe, you are delusional.
Okay, so Bill, Donald, George, and I got the Ravens, while Joe's got the Steelers. Now we got the first Sunday game, the Denver Broncos taking on the Buffalo Bills.
The Broncos' first playoff appearance since the Obama administration, the people of Denver going crazy.
This fun will end soon. Bill's finna have a field day in this one.
Yeah, the Broncos are nice, but I don't think they can beat the Bills.
Y'all are acting like the Broncos don't have the best D in the NFL.
They have a good D, but they are not stopping Josh Allen.
Allen is the MVP. He will destroy the Denver Donkeys.
Sean Payton will try to injure Josh Allen. We know his style.
The Broncos have had a great season. Bo Nix played great, and the D is top-notch. They haven't had the best end to the regular season and unfortunately got a very tough wild-card matchup.
It's time to say goodnight to the Denver Broncos.
Y'all been sleeping on Broncos all season, and they have proved you all wrong. Why do you keep sleeping?
I keep sleeping because my name is Sleepy Joe.
That's fair.
The Broncos don't have enough talent to compete with the Bills. Josh Allen is an alien and will carry this Bills team on his back. I don't care how good the Broncos D is. Nobody is stopping Josh Allen. Give me the Bills by whatever the fuck they want.
We know the Bills have weapons of mass destruction, and they will blow up the Denver Donkeys.
While I believe Denver's D will keep them in this game, I don't believe their offense will be able to do enough. Bo Nix is a rookie, and he will make a lot of mistakes in his first playoff game against an experienced Bills team. The Broncos have a bright future, but I got the Bills winning and moving on.
The Baghdad Bills are terrorists, and I will not pick a terrorist. Give me the Broncos winning this by American nationalism.
Bush, you're delusional. There is no way in hell the Broncos upset the Bills.
Let me cook, Joe. You will see.
Surprise, surprise. I got the Bills because my name is Bill.
Okay, so Donald, Joe, Bill, and I got the Bills while George got the Broncos. Next, we have the Green Bay Packers versus the Philadelphia Eagles.
The Packers' loss last week was so embarrassing that they shouldn't even be allowed in the playoffs.
Now, guys, I told you the Bears would win last week.
Shut your mouth, Obama. Bears season is over. Nobody gives a fuck.
The Bears win it all next year.
This is playoff predictions, Obama. The words Bears and playoffs don't mix.
The Packers couldn't even beat the Bears. Just imagine what my birds will do to them. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory.
Don't get too ahead of yourself, Sleepy Joe.
The Eagles have the better D. They have the best rushing attack in the NFL. Their receiving core is stacked, and Nick Sirianni is him.
That's a whole lot of meat riding Joe.
I love it when the young girls ride my meat.
Sleepy Joe, you're overhyping the Eagles. They have the better D, but Packers D is respectable. The Eagles' run game is amazing, but the Packers can run the ball effectively also. Packers coaching is better than Eagles coaching, and the quarterback battle is not even a discussion.
So what you're saying is the Eagles are better every which way.
Not really, you old fuck.
The Eagles are definitely the more complete and better team. But the major concern for Philly would be how Jalen Hurts plays, especially since he's coming back from a bad concussion and hasn't played in a couple of weeks now.
Jalen Hurts will be fine. Concussions aren't even a real injury. Plus, I sent Jalen to my head doctor.
If that's the case, then Jalen Hurts is fucked.
Jalen Hurts is more sleepy than Joe.
Either way, Jalen Hurts will outplay that bum Jordan Love.
Jordan Love is better than Hurts, and Love will piece up the Eagles.
Toyota-thon is over Jordan Love. Ain't that guy anymore.
I got the Eagles winning this, They're talented on both sides of the ball and are way too good to lose in the wild card round again. Eagles won't choke like last year. They will win this.
The Packers are a different beast in the playoffs, and they will make the Eagles their bitches. Packers match up well here, and the Eagles will go out sad again. Give me the Packers.
I got the Eagles by manslaughter. I don't even need to explain why. I ride and die with my birds no matter what.
Sleepy Joe, you will be crying next week.
I got the Packers because fuck the Eagles.
I got the E-girls winning this because E-girls are hot.
Okay, so Joe, Bill, and I got the Eagles, while George and Donald got the Packers. Now we got the Washington Commanders taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
What an insane season the Commanders have had.
It's all because of Jaden Daniels. He is the MVP.
Donald, we get it.
I don't think you do, Sleepy Joe.
The Bucs are going to obliterate the Commanders. Washington has beat a whole bunch of nobodies and will get fraud checked.
They beat the Eagles, you dumb fuck.
That was a fluke. This Bucs team is nice and they will destroy the Commanders.
No matter how this game goes, one thing is for certain. Mike Evans versus Marshawn Lattimore will be pure cinema.
It's going to turn into a boxing match real quick with those two.
The Redskins are the younger team with less experience, I get that. But they are playing with house money while all the pressure is on Tampa. The Bucs are nice, but Washington will have the edge.
This will actually be very interesting matchup-wise. Both quarterbacks are fantastic and can move the ball well. These are two faster-paced offenses, and the Ds can lock down when needed.
Bucks D is not great, but Commanders is just ass.
Bad D will get you nowhere in the playoffs and in life.
The Bucs will beat the Commanders badly. This fraud team will be sent home soon. Baker will bake them.
Sleepy Joe, you are wrong. This Redskins team is special, and they will show the world they are legit. JD is him and will lead his squad to victory. Washington pulls off the upset, and the magic season will continue.
Washington is a shithole. Give me the Bucks winning this.
I'll go with the Commanders. The Bucs have been inconsistent this year, and the Commanders have nothing to lose. With all the pressure on Tampa, I'll ride with the Commanders here.
There are a lot of young and hot girls in Tampa. I'll take the Bucs.
Okay, so Joe, Bill, and George got the Buccaneers, while Donald and I got the Commanders. In the final game, which is on Monday night, the Minnesota Vikings going up against the Los Angeles Rams.
The Vikings winning 14 games and still having to go on the road is dirty work.
It's the playoffs, Bush. That's the name of the game.
This is a high-pressure game. If Matt Stafford loses this game, Kelly Stafford will fuck Jimmy G. Everything is on the line for Stafford.
Rams will probably win because of that.
The Rams will definitely not win. They are old and washed up.
Kind of like you, Sleepy Joe.
The Lambs only made it because their division is ass. The Vikings are legit. This game won't be close.
Well, I think the Vikings are better. I think this game will definitely be close.
Vikings will make Matt Stafford look like Mike Tyson in that Jake Paul fight.
I told you all the Vikings would be good, and look at them now. Sam Darnold is him, and he will lead his boys to a victory over the Rams.
Sam Darnold finna be seeing ghosts again.
That Vikings D will shut down the Rams, and Matthew Stafford will turn into a cuck.
The Vikings will have won all those games for nothing you will see.
I got the Vikings winning this. Their D is legit. And when it's flowing, their offense is unstoppable. Rams are good, but not good enough. I got the Vikings.
Rams are better than the overhyped Vikings, and they will win this game.
The Vikings are legit, and they will beat the Lambs. Sam Darnold will fuck up the Rams D, and Vikings will be scoring a lot of points, while their D will be locking up the Rams. Kevin O'Connell will have his boys ready, and that's why Vikings win.
While Kevin O'Connell has been a great coach this year, Sean McVay has been there and done that, and his Super Bowl experience as a head coach will be the difference maker. The Rams will win this.
You guys already know who I'm going with.
Minnesota!
Okay, so Donald, Joe, and Bill got the Vikings, while George and I got the Rams. And these were our official predictions for Wild Card Weekend.